What is going on, YouTube? What is going on? So today we got something special for you. I know y'all have been waiting for it. The 2020 Lowrider S. So let's get things started, shall we? Alright, so what I got standing in front of me is a 2020 Lowrider S. With the new 2020 Lowrider S, they come in two colors, which is Barracuda Silver and Vivid Black. And we have the Vivid Black Lowrider here today. And one of the major upgrades for the Lowrider S is it now comes with the Milwaukee-Eight 114 engine, which is putting out 119 foot-pounds of torque to carry this 679 pound beauty here around. They also reduced the rake on this model. It's a 28-degree rake, which it used to be a 30-degree rake. You also have the inverted forks, and this is sitting on the soft tail frame now. So that means you have a mono rear shock, and that shock's gonna be easily adjustable. The bike comes standard with LED lighting as far as your tail lights and your headlight. And I literally love the new look of the headlight. Let's take a quick look at the gauges. Let's cycle through a few of the options here, utilizing this button here. So your first option you're gonna see here is gonna be your miles. Then you got trip A as well as trip B. Remaining miles to the tank of fuel. Then you get your time, which has not been set. And then back to your miles. You also got a few indicator lights here, such as ABS, check engine, check oil. You have your battery light on there, as well as a few other indicators. But let's get a plate on here, get it started up, and get her on the road so I can let you know my thoughts. So we're here at Independence Harley-Davidson, actually out on the Riding Academy range. We're about to take her for a quick test ride. Now, I myself have always been a huge fan of the Lowrider S. This was the bike that made me start liking Harley-Davidson. Or, I've always liked Harleys, but I guess it made me kind of like fall in love with the Harley-Davidson brand. Because it looks real sporty. And it just has that, you know, that badass look to it. So we're gonna do my typical test ride. I'm gonna go out, just let you know how I think she feels. I have ridden the previous model, a Lowrider S as well, so I can give a brief comparison on how I feel this one rides compared to that one. All right. All right, so right from the jump, I can tell you it definitely has quite a bit of pickup. A lot of people probably don't think that going from a 110, because the previous model came with the 110 and this one comes with the 114, that it'll be a noticeable increase in power, but it's pretty noticeable. And I haven't even really gave it an acceleration test. I just felt the power when I took off right on that turn. The seating position of this bike is really comfortable. I don't feel scrunched up. I feel like I have plenty of room on the bike, and the seat actually feels real plush. I actually like how the handlebars that it comes with are already right at my shoulder. so that way I don't, because I like my arms to be up a little bit while riding, and I think a lot of people do. It feels really, really stable, and today is actually a fairly windy day. We're gonna test out the turn. We're gonna test out the lean angle coming up here when I take this corner. Oh yeah, it has a really good lean angle. It feels real comfortable coming into the corners. I just love the overall feel of this bike. Like, there's not a lot of bikes that I get on that I'm like, I want that bike. But literally, I think I want this bike. All right, we're gonna do a quick acceleration test right here. I'm gonna just roll on the throttle and see what kind of power she gives me. Oh yeah, it has plenty of power, and I'm not really pushing it. I just wanted to give a brief acceleration test to see how she feels with accelerating and going through the gears, and it just feels so smooth and so powerful. Like, I think I'm in love with this bike. Literally in love. I'm in love with everything about it at this point. The seating position, the ride quality. It doesn't have a really harsh ride, but you still feel connected to the road. It just rides smooth with a lot of power. And you know, with the new Lowrider S being on a soft tail frame, you're gonna have, well, in my opinion, you're gonna have two type of people. You're gonna have those that completely love it, or those that are gonna be like, are not gonna like it because they're just Dyna fans. Like, they're obsessed with the Dyna. But you know, there is innovation that has to occur with motorcycles, and I feel like Harley did it right. This one still looks very close to the original Lowrider S. It's just they did some tweaks to make it better, and I'm saying better because it feels a lot smoother in the ride. It has a larger engine, and I've ridden both, and this one is a lot more comfortable than the original. Now, don't get me wrong, you can change things on them to make them more comfortable to where both of them are about comparable as far as how comfortable they are, because comfort on a motorcycle is completely an opinion. That's going to be based on the rider. Some people may think this bike is really comfortable. Others may think that it's not comfortable, or it sucks. But as far as the ride quality, that should be universal. It rides really smooth. Overall, the look of the bike, they hit it on the head. It looks so similar to the last Lowrider S that it's going to be hard to not like this bike. Let's see how we handle this here turn, even though I don't have enough speed to really get into it. But yeah, it's really smooth, and it feels really nimble. Like, this bike, I mean, everything about this bike is right on point. The only thing which I feel like I have to have at least one gripe with the bike, and it's going to be my gripe with all brand new bikes, is the exhaust note. I feel like it just needs some pipes thrown on here, because again, I like my bikes loud. If you're not one of those individuals who, what are they doing? If you're not one of those individuals who like a really loud bike, then this is going to be perfect for you. But I myself, I want to hear them pipes scream. I'm actually going to make a suggestion to throw some pipes on this baby. Everything else about the bike is right on the money. Hey, look. Look who it is. So I'm going to do what I typically do. I'm going to pull over up here, do a quick walk around of the bike. All right, let's get off and take a look. All right, so if you lift the shield up, it's really hot with the shield down when you're not moving. If you take a look at the bike, they designed it to look as close as possible as the previous generation of Lowrider S, but they did some upgrades to make it a little bit better, in my opinion. For instance, the LED headlight looks amazing on this unit. The previous generation, I believe the wheels were a little bit lighter in color. It looks like they made them a little darker, sort of a bronze color, and I think it goes really well with the graphics on the bike. I love the blacked out engine with the fins being chrome. I actually like the look of the bike with the mono shock, because you don't see the rear shock instead of the dual shocks. I do like both models, don't get me wrong. I still love the previous generation Lowrider S, but I just feel like this one looks a little bit more up to date. I was trying to think of the right word to say, up to date, because you know all of Harleys are going into their mono shock. I love how they came with the LED lighting as far as the rear tail light and the front headlight. I feel like they should have put LED lighting as far as the blinkers. It looks like the blinkers are still halogen, but that's an easy swap. You just throw in an LED bulb and you got full LED lighting. I love the way they did the speedometer and tachometer, your gauge clusters here. I love the finish right there. I think it looks stellar. Good job, Harley. You did it on this one. So, you know, my usual question. Would I make this bike, y'all already know the answer, my own and ride it on an everyday basis? What do y'all think? And the answer to that is yes, I would. Definitely, no doubt about it. I literally love this bike. If you currently own a Dyna or the previous generation of Lowrider S, I feel like you gotta come out and take a spin on this one to see what it's like, just to get a feel for it and to see what's new about it. And you can do that by swinging up to Independence Harley-Davidson. We'll take you out on a demo ride. If you want, you can just come in and ask for me. I'll take you out on a demo. But yeah, Harley did its thing on this bike. This is the Harley-Davidson that made me fall in love with Harleys. And they brought it back and they did it right. They didn't destroy it. But if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and comment below. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe, be blessed, and get out here on two wheels, people. Love y'all. Peace. I gotta put her up. This is the sad part of the ride, because I honestly don't want to put this one up. I want to keep riding it. Wish they'd let me take it home for the weekend. Maybe I could work that out.